All right, who's ready for the third annual Quilt & Co. pairing dinner at Vino Cellars?
Of course.
Who loves vino? Who wishes they had a glass right now? Look who's here. Matt Baker-Brady with Vino Cellars. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for having me.
Well, of course, thank you for coming in.
Absolutely.
So, big event, third annual.
Yeah.
It must have been pretty popular the first and second year.
It was indeed. It was indeed. And it's one of our few dinner series that we do. We do a lot of different wine dinner series throughout the year. This one actually has multiple offerings. So the first two already sold out. So we just released the third dinner, which is July 30th. So we'll, have roughly about 150 people through the three different dinners, and really great lineup of wines, fun pairings, just an overall great event for sure.
Oh, fun.
What kind of pairings are we talking about?
So it's a 4-course meal. So we've got 4 different courses that we'll incorporate with each of the different wines. So I brought a couple of different wines, but we've got like a really nice rosé from his Belle Glace line, which we're going to be pairing that up with the chilled shrimp and tomato relish. They'll go well with that. Then the star of the show is the Quilt Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley. So this is the big dog that's going to go with a sous vide beef tenderloin. There'll be a really nice pairing on that end as well.
Oh, nice.
Tenderloin.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, that's okay. I'm looking at the bottles here. Anything sparkling in there? Is that rosé?
No, there is nothing sparkling. Okay. All of his line is going to be all still traditional wines, but a varied lineup of wines. So, like we have the Belle Glace line, you have the Quilt line, of course, which is what the dinner's named after, and then Thread Count as well. So we had several different brands and also Bowen, all kind of under that same umbrella of Copper Cane.
Okay, so what if you're a dry person? I love dry reds. But when it's paired with the right food, every wine tastes amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
It does make a difference.
Yeah, and that's the key with this dinner and all the dinners we do is really highlighting good quality wines, but also highlighting those pairings. So pulling out different elements in each of these different wines and matching those up, either contrasting or complementary pairing with those different food items, so you can really have an experience with what we're looking at on the wine side. Really elevates the experience.
You always hear, white with fish, red with meat. Is that still, I keep hearing that's not hard and fast anymore.
No, it's definitely not. Really what I focus on when we go through and develop menus for dinners like this is we're focusing on kind of pushing the envelope a little bit and doing some unique pairings. Now, naturally, a Cabernet Sauvignon with a beef tenderloin or something matches really well, but we'll look at different sauces and different elements within that dish to highlight different components within the course.
With these for the pairings, could you tell me which ones might be a little sweeter, which ones are drier?
These are all going to be on the drier side.
On the dry side? Oh, perfect.
But now when we talk about dry in wine or sweet in wine just means that presence of residual sugar. So the wine can be very fruity, but not sweet. So like the Belle Glace Rosé and even the Thread Count Sauvignon Blanc have a lot of fruit to them up front, but there's no residual sugar, so they're not sweet. Okay. So then we can complement this with several different dishes that will help accent some of those different components in each of the wines. So we look for a key component in the wine and the food and match those two together.
Now, for someone who's never done something like this, what is the evening like? What can they expect?
Yeah. So for this dinner, we start out with, starts out at 6 o'clock. We do a reception, and that'll be the Thread Count Sauvignon Blanc. Give everybody a chance to kind of relax and hang out, and then we'll do a presentation on what the dinner is going to be all about, a little history of the parent brand is called Copper Cane. So we'll do a little presentation about that. And then we'll roll into each of the different 4 courses. Prior to each course, we'll go through and present on that course and say, okay, hey, we're getting ready to bring out the Quilt Cabernet Sauvignon. We're pairing it with this. We paired it with this because, and talk about those elements of it. We also have live music during the event. So just a real fun, casual evening.
This isn't stuffy. People are going to have fun.
Oh, absolutely. Our focus has always been to make wine fun. We're not trying to be stuffy. We're not trying to be pretentious. It's grape juice. Let's have fun.
Are there still spots available?
Yes. For the 30th, there is.
July 30th.
The first 2 dates, the 24th and the 26th, sold out. But for July 30th, I think we have about 15 seats available.
Do you sit with groups? I've been to lots of different wine tastings and pairings where you sometimes sit at a table with people you don't know, but you're friends with them by the end of the night. Is it basically if it's two people, you sit by yourself, or do you mix and match?
We
or how does it
try
work?
to mix and match. When you make a reservation, so if you go to our website, you make a reservation, it'll ask you a series of questions. If you have preference of who you want to sit with, you can at that point say, hey, I just want to sit just me and my partner that's coming. I don't want to sit with anybody else. But we do like to match people together.
I love it.
because
I love it.
Wine is all about community and about building friends, and that's how the store was built. I mean,
Do you
we've
know how
been
many
doing that
friends?
for 18 years.
I have friends on Instagram. They're some of my friends that I've met at wine pairings.
Oh, I
that were
believe it,
perfect
yeah.
strangers,
Yeah.
and by the end of the night, you're best friends.
Yep, absolutely.
Most importantly, what do you pair with chicken and waffles?
Yeah, so chicken and waffles. I knew you were going to ask that question. So I would go with a sparkling wine.
Okay.
You could go with a, very classic champagne if you wanted to, but you could also do domestic sparkling. That's going to kind of cut through some of that richness, and it should pair up really nicely.
We knew he'd have the answer, Tom.
Yeah.
I should have brought sparkling if I knew you were doing chicken and waffles.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely,
July
thank you.
30th. You got to check it out. It's going to be so much fun.
We'll be right back.